in the news, Pras, ex-Fugees rapper Pras Michel. I don't know how to.
I think it's Michel.
Michel. He was found guilty in a scheme to help China influence the U.S. government and basically being a government informant.
He was an informant.
Okay, so he was convicted Wednesday on 10 criminal counts related to an international conspiracy reaching the highest level of the United States government. He faces up to 20 years in prison. He was found guilty of conspiracy to defraud the United States, witness tampering, and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Like I said, he's facing 20 years in prison. No sentencing date has been set right now.
Smoking BDs underneath palm
The trees. Oh, God. So anyway, they also said he was a front man for a Malaysian businessman that ultimately paid. Well, it looks like the businessman paid Pras $20 million in 2012 to get a picture of himself with Obama, and he also Pras spent $800,000 on Obama's campaign through a number of straw donors. So basically, Pras has been grimy behind the scenes for a very long goddamn time. And I gotta say, the whole refugee camp has just been on some fuck shit. Yo, John Forte was busted as a drug mule.
Oh, yeah.
Wyclef was stealing money from Haiti, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Lauren ain't rapped over any beats since the late 90s. Don't show up to a show on time.
And ever.
Yeah, so the whole now Pras is a government informant, a snitch.
And I still love the miseducation of Lord.
Yeah.
Damn. Does that make me a sucker?
No, it does not. It just makes you patient.
I love that album.
Yeah. Now, on another note, I don't know how this led into me dissing the Fugees, but the Fugees are the most overrated rap group of all time, in my opinion. They are a crew of rappers who released 2 albums as a group. One was Blunted on Reality, which was absolute shit. The second was The Score, which was a pretty dope album.
All right, though.
2 albums. No other group albums since. And they're considered a legendary group. That's why I don't like them.
They're legendary.
Everybody, because of Lauryn Hill. Everybody puts the Fugees in their top 10 groups. They're always mentioned.
It's a group, though.
They are a group. The Fugees are always mentioned. And to me, they're the most overrated group of all time just because they coast off of one album.
A top 10 group, though, so I can't really say.
They coast off of one album, and they released 2 albums. So that's a 50% average in good albums. And then they had one good solo album from Lauryn Hill. I'll give The Carnival. I like The Carnival, so I'll give Wyclef one good album. And that's it. Now imagine if...
You like John Forte's album?
John Forte's album was aight, but it wasn't in the league of The Carnival or Miseducation, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And we ain't even going to talk about the other niggas like Melchizedek and I don't even know. Throw the whole refugee camp away. Them niggas is plotting. Like I said, they scheming. They scheming federally. One nigga stealing money under the guise, another nigga's defrauding the United. Yo, if you around any of the Fugees members, hide your fucking credit cards.
And your identification.
Your identifications, anything. I do not trust the Fugees because they will always be on some crazy shit. And like I said, they're overrated. And just in my opinion, because the output of good music they've done. And keep in mind,
I didn't know they were considered. I still don't.
Bruh, you've heard I've heard people mention the Fugees as a top 10 rap group. And I've seen every time you see a list of top 10 rap groups, you know, you'll see Run DMC, of course, you'll see Outkast, Tribe, De La maybe, and then they'll throw Fugees in there. They will throw the Fugees in there. They always slide the Fugees into some historical context, and they just drop one good album. And they never dropped another album after that. 2 albums.
That's tough.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't hate them or anything like that.
I still don't have them in my top. I don't think they would be.
Not in your top 10, but I mean, okay,
legendary.
do an experiment and ask people like their top 10 groups, not solo acts, and see how many times the Fugees pop up. Watch. See how many times motherfuckers say the Fugees. You're going to be shocked because I don't think they're all that, but I'm not hating. I just think the reason I'm disappointed in them is the amount of music they've put out. You know, just because it's
lackluster music.
Yeah, because they've been out since the mid-'90s. That Blended on Reality, I think, was 96 or 95. The score came out in, what, 98?
La, la, la.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my reasoning with the Fugees, and I think I've spent way too much time on that. But on a side note, we think Pras is going to snitch.
Ain't no thinking about it.
Yeah, Pras going to tell, man.
About it.
They're going to have that nigga on the first 40. He's going to be sitting at a table with a fucking Big Mac and a can of Coke.
And a BD.
Smoking BDs while I burn my calories.